Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss about two more annotations in TestNG framework, that is @ before class and @ after class. So @before class, as it is an annotation, it is having one method which will usually contain all the prerequisite activities before executing the tests. Fine. And what about after class? After class also will contain one method which will called all the post execution activities, like post condition or post execution activities, post test executions or post conditions after executing the tests. So as it is all about preconditions or all the prerequisites and the post conditions, all the post execution activities, the number of executions for before class will be, this is one, it will execute once before executing any of the test annotation. Fine. And this after class also will execute once after executing any of the test annotation. After executing not any of the, it is all the test annotation. Fine. Here it is all after executing all the test annotations. All the test annotation. Fine. So this is what before class and after class means. Now what we need to do is we will just select one project, that is TestNG sample project, which is a Maven project. Now let me go into the test folder, that is src test.java, and here let me get into default package and let me create a TestNG script, which is TestNG class. Fine. And let's say the class name is before after test. This is the class name and let me click on finish. Yes, now my template code has been generated over here for the TestNG test case. Now one annotation is already there, which is a test annotation. I need to create one more test annotation as well. We have already spoke about test annotation in the previous video, and we created different test annotations with the priorities, so I'm not worried about those concepts and repeating those concepts again. Let me just use some dummy code. This is, let me just say, this is first test annotation, and let me say this is second test annotation. Yes, now I need to use before class and after class. This is the agenda of this video. So this is what the place where I need to use before class. As it is an annotation, again we need to create the method within it. So let's say pre-conditions. Right? I just assumed one method name and I gave it like this, and here finally after mentioning all the test annotations, I can use @after class, and here post conditions. Yes, now let me, this is a method name, no need to worry, which is meaningful, like all the prerequisites we are specifying in before class, all the post conditions we are specifying in after class. After executing all the test cases, the test cases will be inside all the test annotations. That is that simple to understand. So let me just use some code over here. and in this, wait, so before class can be used for setting the driver and invoke application. This is precondition probably, and after class can be used. I'm just putting some dummy code, so no worries what exactly I'm giving inside the printf statement. I'm trying to put some meaningful statements within it. No worries about that at all. So after class can be used to probably delete the cookies and close the browser. Yes, after executing all the test. Test annotations, right? So this is what the job of before class annotation and after class annotation. One more thing you can notice over here, we are getting the distinct error information in before class. Keep the cursor over here, import before class. It's done. Now in after class also the same thing, we are getting the error information. Keep the cursor and import the after class. Now go up and check all the packages. Yes, after class, before class and test, three packages are included over here. Let us expand this before after class test. Now let me execute. Logically, before class will execute once. Before entertaining any test annotation, after class will execute once after executing all the test annotations. So now let me just use testng test case, run as testng and click on OK. I have my execution is done and I am getting the distinct report, documentation report over here. Here, see, these are the test annotation output. My two tests are getting passed over here. It is not talking anything about the before class annotation and after class annotation because these are all not the part of the test cases. These are the pre-conditions and post-conditions which is ignored in the report. So now just go to the HTML report. Here also two test report you can get as per the number of test annotations. I have two test annotations, so it is showing two test annotations result. Are you getting my point? So now before executing both the test or the number of test, before class annotation will get execute. After executing the test, after class annotation will execute. But once we will go to console and again we will check the console report. Again we will just go up. Yeah, say this. Before class has been executed over here. The output is this. Then first test annotation got execute. Second test annotation got executed. Then after class annotation. This is the sequence. Yes. So usually when we are writing the Selenium automation code in TestNG framework, we are writing so many test annotations, and before starting the test annotation we are mentioning the before class, and after completing all the test annotations we are using after class to close the delete all the cookies and close the browser. Fine, I hope it is clear. Thank you so much for watching this video.